Dobrý den, vítejte u nového videa. Welcome to my new video. Today you will learn about the word pomalu. Pomalu, which you probably have heard before. This means slowly. For example, you can say jím pomalu. I eat slowly. Pomalu. Jím pomalu. Čas plynul pomalu. The time passed slowly. Time flowed slowly. Čas plynul pomalu. Or this common saying, pomalu ale jistě, slowly but surely. Pomalu ale jistě. All these phrases are easy to decode. Pomalu means slowly, and it makes sense when you translate it. But there is a catch, of course, otherwise I wouldn't make a video about this. Pomalu is also used in informal Czech as nearly or almost. And this is what I want to show you today. Jdeme na to! Ahoj! Vítejte na mém kanále Czech by Zuzka, kde vám pomocí angličtiny vysvětluju českou gramatiku. So we said pomalu means slowly. That would be the general meaning, the most common meaning. But also in informal Czech, we can use it as almost or nearly. Sometimes even as practically. I would like to start with an example that is something in between. It could mean slowly and nearly. For example, you're studying for an exam and you are a little lost at the beginning, but as you read, you're starting to understand it. So you can say, začínám to pomalu chápat. Začínám to pomalu chápat. I'm slowly starting to understand it. So you're slowly getting there. These two sentences are a little bit similar in meaning, although this one is in the present tense and this one is in the past. Začínám to pomalu chápat. I am slowly beginning to understand it. I almost understand it. Or pomalu mi to začínalo docházet. Docházet mi means you are getting the idea. It's dawning on you. It was slowly beginning to dawn on me. Pomalu mi to začínalo docházet. So I almost got it. Notice that we would also put pomalu in these cases before the verb. That is more typical than if you actually talk about something happening slowly. For example, jím pomalu. I eat slowly. Čas plynul pomalu. Also, it's more common to put it after the verb because you actually mean something was happening slowly, moving slowly. In these two sentences, it means more slowly than nearly. And this is the transition where pomalu means something in between. It is a little bit like slowly because you're almost going to do something. Now we're going to see more examples where pomalu means almost getting somewhere. I wrote a couple of examples that are very common in informal conversations. Imagine you're at an event and you have to leave because you have to catch a bus or something like that. So you say, už pomalu půjdeme. Už pomalu půjdeme. We'll be leaving soon. We're almost leaving. You could imagine that pomalu here means you are slowly getting to the point where you have to leave. When you say, už pomalu půjdeme means that you have to be mindful of the time. You have to start getting your things ready and maybe within 5 minutes you will leave. We could replace it by za chvíli, something like that. In a moment, soon, brzo. And also it is typical with the word už, already. This is a really nice phrase if you want to say, oh, I gotta be going soon. A už pomalu půjdu. You can use this if you want to get out of a conversation with someone that you don't want to continue. They're rambling and you say, už pomalu půjdu, musím na vlak. I gotta get going soon, have to catch the train. Už pomalu musíme balit. We have to start packing soon. But literally you see that means something else. We almost have to start packing already. It's almost time for us to start packing. Už pomalu musíme balit. See, again, už fits perfectly here. Or you're waiting at the platform and you know that the train is coming soon, or you need to get to the train station soon because you know the train will be there. Pomalu pojede vlak. This is a funny sentence because if you didn't know about the second meaning of this word, pomalu. Maybe you could think, oh, the train will be moving slowly. It's a slow train. The funny thing is, if you wanted to say the train will ride slowly, you would use the same three words, but you would reorganize it. You would say vlak pojede pomalu. We would use the word pomalu after the verb. Here is pomalu pojede vlak. Soon the train will come or will leave. You could add už, of course. You could. I just didn't want to use it here so you wouldn't think it has to be with už. It's typical, but it doesn't have to be there. It goes well together. Už pomalu, something will happen. Or you're working on something and you want to say, I'm almost done. So in Czech you could say, už to pomalu budu mít. Už to pomalu budu mít. Hotové. You could add hotové, which means ready. But typically in informal Czech, we also say už to budu mít, I will have it, which means I'll have it done. I'll be done soon. Už to pomalu budu mít. See, už again. I'm almost finished with it. To. Už to pomalu budu mít. Maybe you have a lot of books and you're putting them on the bookshelf and then the bookshelf is getting really crowded. Pretty soon there will be no space. Už se to sem pomalu nevejde. This is what you can say. It's almost not gonna fit here anymore. Soon is not going to fit here anymore. Už, like I said, it's very typical. Už se to sem pomalu nevejde. In this sense, pomalu means something like soon. You are soon getting to the point where something is going to change. Something has to be done. You're about to do something. We're about to leave. We could also say, už pomalu půjdeme. We have to start packing soon. Už pomalu musíme balit. Už pomalu pojede vlak. The train is about to leave or is about to arrive. This is actually not clear from this context. Už to pomalu budu mít. I'm about to finish this. This is not going to fit here anymore. Soon is not going to fit here. The word pomalu is typically used with the future tense or with the past tense. But as you could see, we also had some examples in present tense. You could say, už bude pomalu ráno. Soon it will be morning. That would be with bude, but you could also use it for telling something that happened. You could use the past tense. It was almost morning. Už bude pomalu ráno. Už bylo pomalu ráno. And also, už is here because it's a friend of pomalu. And now I want to show you a couple of phrases that are typical with už, pomalu and the future or the past tense. For example, to už bude pomalu rychlejší jít pěšky. You could end up with some funny combinations where you have pomalu and rychlejší together. We could translate this as it will be almost faster to go on foot. Maybe you're looking at a map, trying to figure out how to get there by car, and then you see that there are a lot of one-way streets. So you say, to už bude pomalu rychlejší jít pěšky. It will almost be faster to go on foot. Almost faster. Pomalu rychlejší. So again, if you didn't know what pomalu means here, slowly faster would maybe confuse you. But this beginning of a phrase you can use for many different situations. It would commonly start like this in informal Czech. To už bude pomalu. And then you use an adjective, the comparative, something with more, like faster. To už bude pomalu lepší. It's almost going to be better to do something. Nebo to už bude pomalu jednodušší. It's almost going to be easier to. Typically, we would use the infinitive, like here, jít pěšky. Or you could also use když půjdeme pěšky to explain it with a full sentence. To už bude pomalu lepší, když půjdeme pěšky. It will almost be better if we go on foot. So remember this phrase. To už bude pomalu rychlejší. To už bude pomalu lepší. To už bude pomalu jednodušší něco udělat. So this was future tense. You could also use it in past tense. For instance, if you listen to a cover of a song you really like, you could say, oh, that was almost better than the original. Bylo to pomalu lepší než originál. Bylo to pomalu lepší než originál. Of course, you don't have to say to all the time. You can actually refer to the song itself. ta písnička byla pomalu lepší než originál. Remember, pomalu doesn't always mean slowly. In informal Czech, we often use it as almost or soon. Now let's practice. I would also like to invite you to check this ebook and my video course, Explore the Art of Original Czech Conversing. It's an older one, but there is a discount for it, 30% off. This ebook has 89 pages and it goes together with my 3.5-hour video course. You will learn Czech in context through 11 fun dialogues. You have the dialogue here in Czech. In English, there are some exercises for you and also grammar sections. The discount is available until next Tuesday. This time, as the topic is pretty easy, you're not going to be working with words. You will work with pictures. I am using the same sentences or almost the same sentences that I showed you earlier, and you will match them with these pictures. Very easy. I want you to remember these phrases and use them in a conversation, or be able to identify the word pomalu when you use it in a context like this. Pause the video and match these phrases with the pictures. A jdeme na to, jdeme to zkontrolovat. Let's check it. Už bude pomalu večer. This is picture C. Soon is going to be evening. Už bude pomalu večer. Začínám to pomalu chápat. F. I'm almost beginning to understand it. Pomalu pojede vlak. This is D. The train is going to arrive soon. Už to budu pomalu mít. Or už to pomalu budu mít. You can move the pomalu here a little bit. This is B. I'm almost done. Almost done mowing the lawn in this case. Už budeme muset pomalu jít. This is A. We will have to leave soon. And finally, už se to sem pomalu nevejde. E. Soon is not going to fit here. To je ode mě všechno. Thank you for watching. Maybe you have some questions. Make sure to drop a comment. I'll be happy if you write just to let me know that this was useful, this was something new, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next week. Na viděnou příští týden. Ahoj!